Welcome to Ctrl+Alt+Narrate, your go-to source for captivating stories and engaging conversations in the world of digital media. We are your hosts, Sneesha and Momna. Guess who's back from her trip?
Hey! Missed you guys.
We missed you too. Join us as we learn about the journeys of our incredible guests from the MDM program.
So Nazifa, let's Ctrl+Alt+Narrate your story. Would you like to start by introducing yourself and your educational background?
Sure. My name is Nazifa, and my educational background is from Ontario Tech. I did my bachelor's in business and information technology in game dev and...
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot the last part, but yeah. Entrepreneurship, there we go.
Long name.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Pretty much. Not really.
So, we'll start with the first segment, loading Who Are You? What brought you into the MDM program?
Good question. So I was able to TA for the last fourth year of my undergrad, and I really enjoyed TAing. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I could do more is if I did my master's and a master's certificate or whatever. So that's the reason why I decided to do MDM, because it's a 1-year program. It seemed fun. It has some artistic side to it. So that's why I chose MDM.
You're definitely an artist from the work that I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Especially for Industry Day. She's part of the design creative crew, and you're doing some amazing stuff.
Thank you.
I've peeked over her shoulder, and I've seen some really cool digital art as well, which I'd love to know more about much later on. But yeah, Sneesha, if you want to take away.
Yeah, speaking of your projects, tell us about some current projects that you have, school or personal related.
So I'm not working on anything currently personally, but the last project I've done was for my mother-in-law. She asked me to maybe create some keychains for their dance, Irish dance program thing that they do.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, we need some context on that. That
Dance? Irish dancing?
That wasn't going where I thought it was going to go.
So they have this thing that they do every year around May or something, and she asked me oh, can you potentially design some keychains, and basically so we could sell them. Yeah. So I designed a 3-leaf clover with little dance shoes that they use for Irish dance, and then we're able to make a bunch of keychains that I could show you a photo of later.
Yes, please do. We'll put it up on the episode so people can see. That's so cool.
So I was able to do that for them, and it was really fun because it was my first time making and what's the word? Making a bunch of a bulk order essentially for them, and buying the keychains, making the packaging, and being able to promote them. So that was really fun.
What material did you use? Was it 3D printing?
Yeah, it was 3D printing. I used PLA for that, but yeah.
For those who don't know what that is. What does it mean? Those who don't know being me.
There's the 3D printing part or the PLA part?
PLA part.
Okay, there's different materials when you want to 3D print stuff. There's different printers as well. Okay. There's the... God, my brain's dead. There is the normal 3D printer where it goes and there's different materials where you could have a soft rubbery material versus just a plain ass plastic that people are normal used to seeing. Yeah. And then there is the acrylic, or not acrylic. What's the word?
I know what you're talking about. I also forgot the word.
It's the resin printing. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's resin printing where you have to cure it afterwards. Apparently that holds better detail, but a little more toxic. But choose your poison. Yeah. So I use the basic whatever, and I have a 3D printer at home, so I was able to mass produce.
Cool. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I really want to see them. So I'm excited.
I was gonna say I appreciate the sound effects because for
some
reason it actually helped me understand what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I was just wait, yeah, and then when you did that, I was
I was I remember this sound.
I know what you're talking about.
It's so funny.
But honestly, that's really cool. I did not expect a project like that. That's actually a very unique. I've never heard of anyone.
Do that basically. Yeah.
Shout out Sarnia School of Irish Dance.
I was gonna say, do you dance?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I thought you were gonna stop at absolutely, but you added the not.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So does your mom head the school or?
No, she's a instructor and just
So she does Irish dancing then?
Yes.
Where did she learn?
Well, like, because they are Irish, I guess. I don't know. It's like,
Oh, I didn't know that your partner was Irish.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
had
also
no
didn't know
idea.
that. Wow.
Honestly,
that's cool.
I'm gonna throw in a little of a shocker here. When I learned that you were married, I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "No way," because you give off like major little sister energy.
I know.
And like you're so adorable and cute. I'm like, "What do you mean she's married?
Yeah.
What do you mean?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, like she's married." I'm like, "No." And I had to ask.
Honestly, it's a shocker to me too. I don't think about it. Like every time I'm like, oh wait, I'm married? Yeah, that's crazy.
That was a huge shock for me. Like, not a bad way, but it was like, oh my God, like little sister married.
Yeah, I didn't expect myself to get married. I swear. Like half the time I'm telling my mom, I refuse to get married. And next thing you know, I'm married, so whatever.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I had no idea that, your partner was Irish and it all kind of adds up now.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, I wanted actually to know a little more about your low poly VR game that you did in undergrad.
Oh, yes. So, we had to do like a course, like venture creation or internship or like whatever. And I was able to be doing an internship. I got like a position there. And what the internship is working with a company called Meat and Poultry Ontario. And the original thing was that they as a company wanted to find a way to get like high school students or people who are interested in the butchering industry and be able to like actually come and do butchering because apparently it's a dying breed. So once they came to our school or Ontario Tech, they're like, hey, this is what we want to do. And like one of my professors were like, hey, VR games seems like perfect for you guys. They're like, VR game, why would we want that? And then eventually they're like, this is exactly what we want. Thank you, sign us up. So they had like a few runs where like there was people or team before us that made like a game from scratch, that we completely scrapped, whatever. But like we were able to do the internship where like we worked with them. We went to their facility in Guelph and saw like a bunch of butchering things. And that led to like 4 of us with a project manager creating a VR game where essentially it's a low poly where like it's not exactly very realistic, but it's basically a simulation of people like coming into like their facility or whatever, or coming into a room where like you're planning to like wash your hands, you make sure you're sanitized, you make sure your tools are clean, and then you get into like butchering like a little piece of like meat rib or like a chicken and things like that.
That's really neat.
So the goal was to make it educational?
Yes. It's like kind of like a simulation educational kind of thing.
And how did you find like the overall process from start to finish? Was it easy? Was it difficult?
As a person who never worked in VR, it was kind of like off and on, but like I was on program, so that saved my life. But like it was an interesting experience because like I never worked with like a client before at that point, where like technically you're not just like, or like for the entire years that I've been working on like my undergrad, it's just like, oh, we as a team create the idea and the game and then we do whatever we want. But this time it's just like the client says, oh, we want this, that's that, and you kind of have to deal with it and see what you could do versus like this is not possible. So it's like you don't really have much creative freedom, you just have to execute.
You got to make the client happy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Kind of representative of the real world.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fortunately, unfortunately, depending on what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
I still did have a lot of fun doing it.
I would say like you've had a lot of you were very versatile.
Yeah.
Different types of projects, like
Skill set, everything. Yeah.
I cannot sit still in one project.
I bet that resume is packed.
I know, right? We have to take some lessons from that. I was going to ask, I don't know if you know this answer, but do you know in what circumstances low poly would be used or recommended versus high poly, or is it like a low res, high res sort of thing? Like I'm still trying to understand the concept of.
So if you look at like a really high fidelity game, like a AAA company, like like I'm not really good with the games. Like maybe Assassin's Creed, like they have like or like Tanishima, I think is the name, like where they have like a bunch of like realistic graphics.
Yes,
that's like I believe high poly.
High poly, okay.
Or like if you look at Animal Crossing or something. That's like lowish poly type idea, right?
So it's almost kind of falling in the lines of like 2D, 3D at the same time.
What about Minecraft?
Both are 3D. It's just like one of them is like not as realistic.
Right, it is.
And like you could definitely see like the triangles that they use.
It is.
I was also trying to do some 3D work for my the game design class that we had with Chris Alexander. 3D modeling is hard.
It is very
so
hard. Even I'm not very good at it. I use Blender, and if you don't know exactly what everything does, you're gonna mentally like cry a little bit. And especially for a person who's coming new into like a 3D modeling class, it is very overwhelming. And I feel like it is a thing that you cannot just like be in class and look at the screen or like and like copy and like you miss one step and you're completely lost.
Yes.
And it gets really overwhelming. You kind of like shut down, you kind of just give up.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
The only reason I got through it was because Victoria was in my class and she was like, this is how you do it. And she was teaching me the spline software from like ground zero. And I don't think I would have had a final project without her. So thank you.
Shout out.
But someone who wants to learn Blender, that was very encouraging.
Try Spline first. I think that's a great like friendly, like user friendly software to start off 3D modeling with, and then move on to Blender because I'm gonna do Blender next.
Okay, yeah, it's good to know. Hey, Victoria, do you want to like host a couple tutorials?
Yeah,
me too, please.
The way she teaches also, it doesn't make you feel like you know how some people when they teach you, it kind of makes you feel like stupid.
You kind of feel incompetent.
She doesn't. Yeah. She teaches in a great
Positive
way.
Positive reinforcement is necessary when you're a beginner.
Exactly.
That's funny because sorry.
Damn, Nazifa.
It reminds me of the time where like I was doing my TA where I taught students art and they were like, we came for you guys to we came into class for you to roast us. Why are you not roasting us? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm trying to teach you guys. They're like, no, I came here so you can roast my art. Can you go back to roasting my art? I'm like, what do you mean?
Okay, well, I understand that, but like I understand there's like levels to giving feedback and like, you know, being honest and whatnot, but also like
there's a balance to be struck.
There's a balance. Like I feel like when you're just like outwardly roasting people to the point where it's just
where
like
you mean it.
Where there's productive ways and then there's unproductive ways.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure you were just trying to be productive and they were probably used to the latter.
Most definitely. Yeah. So speaking about, I guess, what you value or what kind of gets you through stuff, what is one quote or philosophy that you try and follow or that you'd live by? It's meant to be a hard question.
It's deep.
First of all, if you don't even know any philosophy quotes or whatever,
It doesn't have to be like it's like philosophy as in like a mindset or like a rule that you just follow for yourself. It
doesn't have to be based off of like anybody else. It's more about like, you know, what really gets you ticking and what really gets you through the days and what really holds you to your goals and your aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of it's religion, some of it's just like YOLO.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to share like something from your religion?
Sure. So I feel like my brain is forgetting the question, but like
personal philosophy, quotes.
Like my thought process of like just getting through the day is like, okay, there's gonna be ups and downs into life no matter what you do, but like sometimes you could just pause and like take a break and take that necessary step to just like self-care and just like sit down and relax and just like maybe mind rot, like do a bunch of TikTok scrolls or like watch a show or a movie. That is totally okay. And that's fine because like that is your brain telling you, hey bestie, I'm clocking out. Tune me in later. Yeah. So, but like sometimes it's just like procrastination hits or like sometimes you're just like in that dump where like you're slightly depressed or whatever.
Yeah.
But like knowing that there's also going to be that up where like if you're a person that likes hanging out with friends, you're going to have a time where you get to spend time with friends or like you have that alone time. Like it's never not okay to take a moment to yourself and then get back on track eventually.
Agreed. I love this because like you said it in a very unfiltered way, where it's also very unapologetic. And I think that's how it should be. Like unapologetically take the time you need for yourself to have your me time, to have a time where you just step away from like life and just everything that's happening. Cause sometimes the world feels like it's moving too fast and it really isn't. Like everything we're doing is made up. And at the end of the day, you should always put yourself as a priority. And I really like your take on it because you should be unapologetic for, you know, wanting to care about yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And doom scrolling is fun.
Of course.
It is. It's a cycle that you can get stuck in. I think I'm learning or teetering on the line of doing it in an unhealthy way versus
Hey, I was going to ask, since I've been
healthy.
away, has your screen time gone down?
We talked about this once. We're not talking about it again. There's important,
gonna take that as a
significant
no.
people listening to this podcast. Hopefully. And I will be professional. I have great screen time. I have a great sleep schedule. I'm super productive. That one's not a lie. Not saying that the others were a lie, but yeah.
I believe you.
No, I will
Honestly, believe
I will say that Sneesha is like very structured and like gets things done. And I'm just like, I wish I had that routine, like, like as well defined as you do.
No, I mean, I get things done, but it's more of a, I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll get it done before the deadline comes up. It's just the way I do it is just, it fluctuates based on whatever's going on.
As long as you get the work done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm never late.
Don't
never
worry.
late.
No one
People
way to
don't
do
need
things.
Trust the process.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm trusting the process that, the process doesn't even trust itself, but I can.
At least your process is also unapologetic, right?
Yeah, that's one way to put it. That's certainly one way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, moving on. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? I know it's a bit tough because I feel like there's so many ways to describe yourself.
Yeah. I should clarify, though, 3 positive words because we're all about positive reinforcement here.
Yeah. No, it's because like the pause.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was gonna give you 2 positive, 1 mid.
No. All 3 positive.
Hey, go back to your philosophy.
Right?
Well, like it's a mid, so it's like I was gonna say confused because like
The confused one.
correct. Because like I feel like I get confused a lot where like my thought process is definitely different from others. So like that's where it like maybe shifts. And I feel like I might be a little too shy to ask people to clarify because I feel like maybe they're like do this, and I'm like, what if you meant this, or did you mean this? So that was my semi mid one, but I guess like creative would be a positive one.
You're definitely creative. I can think of like 5 off the top of my head, but this is the reason why we're getting you to do it.
Yeah.
It's harder to
I'm so
praise
tempted to
yourself.
answer them for you.
I
too.
know, right?
But I want you to like take the time to like really
Yeah.
like be positive.
So creative, number 1.
Creative is
Should
one.
put a counter up.
Even though you answered that one for creative.
No, I mean, she said it first and then I just...
You did.
Yeah, I did say it first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My brain's blank. Positive thoughts about myself, right? Words in
Yes.
words.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. You are hilarious.
I am not funny.
You are funny, but you can't use that one now.
Dang it.
The Discord,
Well, I was ever gonna use it.
Discord stickers speak for themselves.
I know, right?
I would hope to be kind. I hopefully, like, I try to be as non-judgmental to anyone that comes to me for, like, any advice or whatever. So I hope to be on the kind person, receiving person.
You are.
I
So
agree.
that's another positive, I guess. Last one.
You got this. Cue the Kahoot music.
My brain is absolutely dead and fried. Positive.
Funny.
You said I can't say that one. I'm not funny.
I think you are. I think you are.
Yeah, but she's not allowed to say it.
That is
I would
true.
like to say, does bubbly count?
Yes.
Yeah, you're so cute. Oh my god.
Yes, you are.
Little sister energy.
I feel like that's annoying sometimes, though.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Like I feel like there's like obnoxious annoying, but if
Right.
you're like bubbly and naturally bubbly, like I don't see that as annoying. I see that as like, like I need
Endearing.
that energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're
glad.
very endearing. You're very easy to be around. Like my guard just drops when I'm around you. I can be
glad.
like, I can be fully like silly and like tired, and I don't have to hide or like put up a thing around.
mask.
I'm
her.
pretty
Yeah,
sure
exactly.
like I've whined in front of you so many times.
Oh,
about,
yeah,
like
for sure.
I
random
love you.
things.
Like you could say whatever and be like,
I love to
absolutely.
complain.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, me too. I'm such a complainer.
I crashed
I'm a
out so
hater.
many times in front of you during the Pechakucha, and she was just like, "It's fine, Sneesha, it's fine." Everyone get a Nazifa. She was.
Thank you.
Right?
She dealt with my crash outs with poise and grace and
Wait,
patience.
I have a question. Were we all in the same group for the coding class?
Were we?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I meant like, were we in the same final project together?
Yeah, like the one that we made, like the MRP website thingy.
All of us?
I think so.
Wow. Yeah, I
With
guess so.
Cody.
With Cody.
And like somebody else.
No, not Hannah. It was
Holly.
Holly,
Oh.
Cody,
Vic, you,
Yeah.
me.
me.
Oh my God, we were.
Was that 7?
No, we're missing one.
We're missing one.
Who are we missing?
Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brittany.
Yes,
No, because I was like sitting here, I'm just like, I swear we worked on something together. Because I remember crashing out to you guys about something. And then, it was such a fun like process. And also, you carried us.
Yes.
I did not carry.
You carried
Yes,
us.
you did.
Yeah,
Cody carried us. Thank you, Cody.
Yes, thank you, Cody. He also
but
did.
like, we all carried each other in a way. Like, I think you and I worked on the report.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then...
Because everyone else was like, we don't want to work on the essay. So Momna and I were like, we're going to get to
like
it.
we started the thing, but we all contributed.
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
we all like coded and stuff. But like you really helped carry out.
Thank you for doing the writing. I would refuse to do the writing.
I've done too much writing in my undergrad times,
I would take the coding anytime.
Our project was actually kind of like innovative too with the toothbrush.
Yeah, I agree.
Toothbrush.
It was the electric toothbrush
With the
thing.
sensors.
With the sensors that would tell you when you have like near cavities or like
For the,
it would scan
the
your
report. It was a 2-parter, remember?
Yeah, you coded the
I didn't do it, right? I was like, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
I guess now you can. Well, no,
we can't. It was innovative for sure. Yeah, I was absolutely slayed. we slayed totally.
We all did an equal amount of work for
Yes,
all
we
the
did.
coding and all the report writing. Some people led a little more than others, and that's just for the idea building.
Yeah, I agree.
Namel, if you're watching this.
He's a nice man. I think he understands people diversify based on their strengths. So
And we were a really good team.
exactly.
Yeah.
We
it
all
was
had our
really-
strengths and brought it together, and we collaborated really well, and everyone did their work, which is a rarity. And
Not
school
the shade.
sometimes.
Not the shade.
I don't mean to shade, but I think I'm just
I think you
extra
should.
tired today.
Not the
so-
shade, but the shade. So I wanted to move on to our next segment, Control Hot Takes.
Your hot take was that knowing how to use Canva doesn't make you a graphic designer.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I feel like it's slightly obvious as to why.
I agree.
But
Okay, let's change the definition maybe to saying like you're really good at using Canva.
what does that mean?
Like really
What does that
That's
mean?
true. That's actually
Like-
very subjective. Okay, how did you mean it when you said it to us?
Like, I feel like it's like, if you're applying to do like social media graphics or whatever, like I know some people like have like templates and like the brand guidelines or whatever that they have used, and like it's probably easier to just use Canva for that stuff. But like I feel like if you're doing other things and just be like, yeah, I know how to do that because like I just use Canva. I'm like, but that's not graphic design. That's not.
It's not. I agree with you. Listen, I'm so glad that you said that Canva, like using Canva in like most capacities does not make you a graphic designer. Thank you so much for saying this because I've been thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, because like I've been trying to like, I was putting out a bunch of resumes for like graphic design, 2D art, whatever. And like when I look down like at like zoom into like the things that they want, they're like, yeah, do you know how to use graphic design? Canva's like really good. I'm like, what do you mean Canva? That's not graphic design. Are you rude? That's disrespectful.
I will say Canva's also equivalent. It's just a PowerPoint slash
It's more
poster thing,
easier,
like
more fun version of
like PowerPoint. I think when you think about graphic design, at least to me, it's like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, Lightroom, like the Adobe Creative
creating
Suite is what I think.
assets from scratch.
Adobe
Exactly.
too, but
The
like,
pen tool.
Sorry, what else did you?
I said I have beef with Adobe too, but like that's
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, that's a conversation for another day for sure.
Wait, I didn't know that there was. We were.
like, I'm in school right now, so they give it to me for free. But the minute I'm out, they're like, yeah, it's
I'm
industry
still paying
like
for mine.
standard,
it's
but like I
so
have
expensive. It's so expensive.
Also,
out.
no, yeah, but another thing that there was like they were supposed to acquire like Figma, but then the EU said no because of like they didn't want them to have like a monopolistic take on like design tools. But they already kind of do, and like the subscription prices are getting insane.
I know.
Not to mention, even with Canva, like if you're uploading and creating material, it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to them. So
Yeah, I didn't know that.
that is like a touchy topic for me because it's like, you know, when you're as creatives, you should have ownership of your material.
Agreed.
Despite the fact that you're using tools to make them. And like this whole licensing situation just makes it very
annoying. Like, do companies know that if they're using that? Like,
I don't think they all do. And I feel like, you know, not everyone's going to outwardly admit that they use Canva. They're going to be like, well, yeah, we employ graphic designers and we pay them livable wages.
Yeah.
No, they don't. No, they don't. I remember applying for a graphic design job and like the annual pay was like $25,000. I'm like, I think I could make that like working in a coffee shop.
Actually, wait, 25K is barely minimum wage.
I think that is like above like the poverty line.
Yeah, I think minimum wage is like $17 now.
Yeah, I can't do math.
It's 18 or something.
They changed it.
I think they did where they were discussing increasing it.
Okay.
I hope so.
Or I
hope
think
they
it
do.
was like the last one I know was like $17.50 or something.
Maybe Hannah could just do a pop up to like correct what the actual
to show like what the minimum
hourly
wage is.
Yeah. But I really appreciate your take on the. I honestly like. I'm really happy that someone brought it up because like I've been thinking about it for a long time. However, I do want to ask the next question: if you had only one game to play for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's a good question. If I was a kid, I would say like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door because I love that game. But
I never played that.
It's like a GameCube game.
Oh, Nintendo
like
GameCube?
Yes.
Oh, underrated game console, by the way.
It was my childhood game thingy. But like, it's funny because I'm a horrible gamer. So like, anyways, and then
we just like gloss over that.
I know.
It's funny because I'm a game dev who doesn't play games. But
me too.
But I guess the game that I would probably play right now would be like maybe like Stardew Valley.
That's a cute game. I like Stardew.
It's very popular, and it's very well loved. Yeah. So it's I think it's a great choice. I still haven't played it yet because I'm lazy.
No worries.
However, how far have you gone in your game? Like, what have you built?
I got a year in and then dropped it. But okay. I think I made like a bunch of like I got like a bunch of animals, farms, and like little crappy stuff. Oh, it was fun.
I don't blame you. That sounds cute.
Are you gonna go back to it anytime soon?
Probably not.
Okay,
fair enough.
I don't read either, so it doesn't
Next
matter.
Question: do you think the field of graphic design is oversaturated? Why or why not?
Okay, I want to hear this.
I heard this as like a huge criticism for when I told people that I wanted to try out graphic design. So I'm curious to know about your experience.
See, I don't know exactly how saturated or not saturated the graphic design thing is, but I do think. Oh, no, sorry. Okay. I don't. This might be mean or maybe just my hot take again.
No, that's the.
No,
we're doing
like
control hot take.
Even if there is a lot of people doing graphic design, I feel like a lot of it's ugly. I'm sorry. Maybe this is mean. I don't know what to say. Like,
no, it's fair. It's your opinion, man. Like, it's okay.
Maybe.
I mean, I kind of agree.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
Listen,
I know there's like a lot of talented people, but like for some reason, like the text is off, or like I'm like it's just like why would they design it like that? Or sometimes like they're making a product and like the design is completely off. I'm like that does not. They do not.
The thing is, like, art and design can definitely be subjective, but
I guess
in terms of like saturation, a lot of people switch into the design field because they see it as like the fast way of making money, and like I can make six figures because I can just need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it's like,
in a sense, I feel like it may be saturated because like if you're an artist, it's just like I could potentially do graphic design.
It's like an easy segue.
Yeah. So maybe a little bit. Don't know.
Yeah. I think also like with designs, they're all starting to look, I don't know. I feel like there's not enough diversity in designs, especially in graphic design. So everything is becoming minimalist and like, or like clean. It's like the too much neon sort of combinations. Yeah. It's like extremes, and I don't think it has like makes room
The
for...
spectrum is too linear, you mean? That's either one way or the other?
Yes.
It's a trend.
Yeah,
So
that's a better way of saying it.
It's the trend right now. I feel like, Apple has a huge influence, and even like other what do you call them, e-commerce sites, like they're all following the same IKEA catalog style.
Yes. Yeah.
So I feel like people are just trying to mold to match that, and there's no longer room for creativity because that is expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
So moving on, so this question, I kind of want to know, would you rather watch everything you see on 3 times speed? Why 3 times? Why not 2 times? 3 times speed or 0.5 speed?
Is 0.5 the slower one?
Yeah.
I could do 3 times.
Right?
Easily.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd be watching the Reddit stories on 2 times, and my dad thinks, he's like, what are you doing? Like, is this like, are you like listening to some spewing witchcraft? And I'm like, no, I'm just speeding up the video. He's like, why? But
No, I chose 3 times because 2 times is already super fast for me. I use 2 times when I'm listening to lectures.
Speed sometimes, if possible.
is there 4 times speed available?
On some like those weird
How
like
is it even
website or like
legible?
training videos, whatever,
Yeah.
they have like 4 times. You're like, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Good to know.
How do you even listen to, how do you pick up on, what?
I feel like if it's too slow, my brain just is like, oh, I could immediately diverge.
Like, can this be over already?
Yeah. So like, I feel like
Oh my
I have to
God.
lock in so hard to realize what they're saying, so like I could lock in and get the information, or else I'm not gonna pay attention.
Wait,
It's the brain raw on like hard mode.
Wait, Sneesha, so clarify, do you listen to things on 2 times or you don't?
I do.
And it's too fast or too slow?
Too fast. Oh, well, okay. It depends on what. So, for example, if I'm listening to a podcast on 2 times speed, is super fast. But if I'm listening to like a YouTube video on 2 times speed, it's not that fast. So it depends on what I'm listening to.
Podcast on YouTube. Sorry,
I knew this question was coming.
I'm sorry.
Again, it depends on like the natural speed of the actual thing, because I've tried 2 times speed on certain mediums and it's just so fast where I'm like, what are you even saying?
I love the 2 times speed on TikTok though. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
It's
On TikTok, it's
glorious.
great.
It's like
but-
constantly holding on the side.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just tried to guilt myself though. Every time I like go to the 2 times, I'm like brain rot. You're losing your attention span. I'm just like constantly guilting myself
We
for
need to just
using it.
embrace it at this point. I see it as we process information so fast. We're just an advanced species. Like that's how I just
Period.
right. It's gotta make yourself feel better.
I just feel like if I'm trying to speed through a video, like, do I really not have patience to sit through something that's 30 seconds? How am I going to be able to like wait in line for a concert or something? You know what I mean?
Like if I spoke like this every single episode, would you be able to sit through it and listen to what I have to say?
No, that's why I speed up like university lectures, because people talk so slow and professors are just like, actually, I shouldn't.
Are we naming names? Are we just
Some professors have a very different style of speaking that may not appeal
Everyone
to
has a
all
different
audiences.
type of speaking, so like
Right?
Yes. And I feel like you have to have a consistent pace that is a certain speed to get your message across people, or you're going to get people yawning in the middle of a lecture. Those people being me.
guilty?
I feel bad saying it because I'm not trying to like
No, it's
crap
fine.
on professors,
I
but
don't think it's the crapping on professors. Though. It's just like
just
because it's a
feedback.
learning environment. So like,
Yeah.
it's just like no matter who's teaching or whatever, if you're talking slowly or whatever, and it's just like monotonous, it's like it's not them. They're not the problem, because if you're having a normal conversation with them, you're not going to be sleeping and trying to speed them up.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
the environment.
yes,
So
I agree.
No hate to the professors.
Yes.
So
Well, okay, some professors I think are not qualified to teach at all.
that's a different story. And
Just because they did research doesn't mean they're qualified to teach. I strongly am of the opinion that all people that get into a teaching field should be taking a course on how to teach. I just think it's necessary because
I think now it's
learning
becoming-
styles are really important.
Now it's a lot more, because I'm in the field, that I feel like I can speak on it. They're like requiring people to take teaching courses. TMU even offers them, and they ask you to like make like, what's your teaching like model? What is your goal? And that allows, I guess, like institutions to even see who's actually passionate about it.
Yes,
versus
exactly.
like the traditional way of bringing researchers and like speaking on it because you've done a project related to it.
Exactly, yeah.
some people are good at researching and writing papers, but that doesn't mean that they're good at public speaking
Thank
and connecting
you.
with people.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like also you can really tell when a professor doesn't want to be in the classroom, and that energy spreads to the rest of the kids. Like if you see the person that's teaching you a subject like hates to be there, you're not going to want to be there either. You're not going to even want to learn, versus a really interactive teacher that's super excited and super, you know, happy to teach about whatever they're teaching about.
And
and passionate. For example, Jeff.
Right?
But yeah, it just makes you feel like, oh my God, you're excited. I'm excited. Excitement spreads. Happiness is contagious. So yeah. The next question, which is going to I'm so evil for this.
No, this is diabolical. Like when I saw this, I was like, are you okay?
Question. So, would you rather have to work without an undo button for an entire semester, or have a random tools in your software switch places daily?
That's hard.
It's meant to be.
Because as a drawer, as like a artist, whatever, you're constantly on the Ctrl+Z button.
Exactly.
You're constantly on the Ctrl+Z
button.
Or like if you're doing like homework, does that mean like if you're typing something, it's just like, oh, wrong, you can't do a backspace or something?
Yeah, anything. Like fully get rid of the undo button. Just.
But I could have the backspace, right? It's just.
We're counting the backspace as undo too.
Yeah. Just because I mentioned it.
Okay. No. I was thinking. Okay.
Undoing means like.
Would your
erasing.
answer change?
Yeah.
I would live without the undo button.
What?
I would actually start tweaking if you like changed my thing every single day.
Really?
Yeah, because
I mean, yes, I would start tweaking.
This is how you know that like she's just that good at what she does.
Like if I have the erase button,
yeah,
then I could just erase
the whole thing.
Yeah.
You'd want to erase all your work. What if you're like at the very end of your...
This is how you know that she's good at what she does. She doesn't make that many mistakes, so she's not worried. That's how I'm seeing it.
Paperwork.
Well, girl, you don't have an undo button on physical paper.
No, as in like if I'm writing a like a report or something. Is that what you mean? Like
no. I'm talking about creative work. I'm talking about creative work. Sorry, I should have specified.
Undo button. Get rid of it. Even the erase button, I could deal with it.
Whoa!
I could blend it away.
This is how you know. This is how you know. Like she's good at what she does.
If this isn't a reason enough to hire her, I don't know what is. Like that's just an incredible
inserts
flex.
Like her art, like right here.
Yeah.
Like slideshow begin.
I'm working with her currently on doing brand guidelines for Industry Day, our year-end showcase, and she's doing an incredible job. And I'm so excited to show off all your art. Like it's amazing, and it's basically the foundation and pillar of what we're going to work with for the event. So, yeah, any chance to compliment or show off.
How does it feel to be so talented?
I'm not talented.
Okay,
please don't say that.
I'm not
please
talented.
Don't say
I feel like there's always room to grow. So if I'm like looking at what I could do now, I'm like I wish I could be like the other people who are better. So in my brain, I'm just like, I'm not peak yet.
But who's to say that you can't be talented and also be like there could be room for improvement? Like you can always get better and still be better.
Hey, be very better.
That's how my brain works, so I can't even
right now.
I can't even blame her for it.
Like I remember when I reached out to you, like asking for advice on like Procreate. You're like, yeah, like it's about like the way you move your hand when you're actually drawing, and just like kind of like the flick of the wrist. And I was just like, yeah, I don't know what that means, but
sorry.
No, but at first I didn't. But then when I started like experimenting, I'm like, oh, okay.
Like I think I gave you the whiteboard example, right?
Yeah, you did.
So like hopefully that helped.
No, it did. But it also like goes to show like I'm a complete beginner. So like I'm starting from like the bottom. I see you as like up here. Because again, I peeked over your shoulder. I'm nosy. I'm going to look through your iPad. So I'm like, how do I get there? So as someone who's like down here, I want to get to where you are because I see you up there.
Right.
So I see you up there.
Really
so
nice.
you should see yourself up there too.
Thank you so much.
I think one thing that maybe you can, remind yourself of is that you will always be the best in someone's eyes. Like for us, you're at that level. Like you're the best for us. You know what I mean? And we want to strive to be at your level. And then for you, someone else is the best. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good reminder to just be like, I'm someone's best. Like I'm someone's high standard in life, and I think that's a good way to be like.
That is so cute. Oh my god, that's so wholesome. I'm like getting choked up.
Yeah, no, because I was looking at the art that she was doing yesterday, and I was like, this is amazing. Like to even like be friends or like to talk to people that are so
Talented.
creatively gifted and talented. It's like more than just it being honorable. It's just very impressive. I don't know.
We're big fans.
Yeah, I just love being around
Sign my
like creative,
t-shirt.
artistic people.
Oh wait, I'm wearing black.
No, honestly, we're fans of you, and then
Yeah.
this is like our version of like asking for your autograph. Like you're on our podcast.
Yeah.
We're just fans of you.
Sign
We're
my
fans of everyone
sign
in
my
the
t-shirt
program.
anyways.
I'm fans of you guys. You guys are so talented too. Please tell me
Stop
appreciate
it. Stop it.
Stop
it.
Where are the beads?
Okay, time for some deep questions. I'm so sorry about the wire. Deeper questions.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Deep dive, no edits is our next segment.
Do you have any goals or accomplishments that you want to share?
Goals?
You can flex on us as well, you know?
Yes, please.
Flex.
Continue.
I feel like this is where the therapy session begins.
I'm locked in.
I feel like with, as you said before, like I have so many different like talents or whatever, like different avenues or like
Yeah, you do.
skill sets where I feel like the goal would be having a job and making money, but like
In this economy, yeah. That's the goal.
but like I feel like I don't want to be doing the same thing every single day. Like if you're making me doing graphic design for the rest of my life, I might cry a little. Or versus if I'm doing 2D art my entire life, I'm gonna cry again. Like I want like the bit of everything.
A
that I do of
variety, yeah.
everything.
You don't want to suffer from creative fatigue in the
Yes.
one
Yeah.
space. Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
feel like creative people need change and like to keep going,
I
to
can't
keep
be a
creating.
robot
You
in a-
can't be
yeah.
doing one thing.
That's
I
the problem.
don't think the 9-to-5 lifestyle fits for us.
And that's
I
the
don't
problem
think
because like, how am I
it's-
supposed to find a job if I don't do the 9 to 5?
Exactly.
So like
exactly.
the goal is to make money and hopefully the passion is still there because the money's rolling in.
Yeah. You're going to find those opportunities. Like your skill set, if anything, will get you there at the very least, but also
Job market's ass.
I know. Right now it's not looking the best, but
Good work speaks for itself.
Exactly.
Though. And if you know
There's
how
so
to
much good
present
people,
your,
though.
but if you know how to sell yourself, I'm not trying to shade anybody here, but I've seen the most mediocre people land amazing opportunities because they knew how to speak and like how to sell and position themselves that they were wanted and desired by
Teach
like.
me.
I don't think I'm that positive. Wait, am I mediocre?
no,
You have a
of
teaching
course
position.
not.
That's my other goal, to potentially do like TAing or like a professor. So
Oh,
I
well-
would. That's on my bucket list. I would love to do a TA position one day, but I'm running out of
specifically
time.
for art, nothing else.
No, that's fair. But honestly, like if you learn how to like sell yourself and like market yourself, that's like 60-70% of the work.
I agree.
The rest of it is your portfolio because like, you know, there's a lot of other people out there, people who may have more versatile skills, but how you present yourself as a person. And again, that's what Industry Day will be for, will really help you kind of position yourself and make you different from everybody else. You have to really be confident. And I see that your work is amazing. I think that you have so much to offer. I think you should believe that.
Thank you.
And
I'll,
you know,
I'll try my best.
when you speak to people, you know your shit. Like you know it, right?
What was the other part? Goals and what was the other one?
Any accomplishments, like unique things that you're really proud of. Again, flexing time.
Flexing time. Oh,
She's like, what's that? That's a foreign concept.
We're about positive reinforcement here.
I know it speaks a lot to how humble you are, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have anything very big to flex. Like I feel like, yeah, I have like some jobs that I've done or like extracurricular things, but like I haven't won like any awards or whatever, anything like that.
That
So I
doesn't
can't-
have to be the definition of like accomplishments. It could literally even be like a skill that you learned that really led you to wanting to do something in a specific creative space. Right? Like, for example, with your low poly VR game, like you got to experiment with the tools and whatnot. And now you know what to do if you ever want to explore that. Something like that, even.
Take your time. You're not on a timer.
Right. I feel like I can't think of things. It's just like maybe like the projects I've done, like that's my small accomplishments.
Yeah, and that
Like,
counts.
there's no, I don't
Like,
really, I don't really think that there should be like a level of like the most accomplished thing. It's like,
Like I don't have anything on pedestals in my brain.
that is okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
So like I would say like like the internship where I worked with the Meat and Poultry Ontario, where like I was able to make a VR game with them would be one.
Really cool.
Being able to teach
Also really cool.
like first year students like 2D art and like animation, that was really fun, and I know like those students have like really enjoyed my classes, and that really meant a lot. You know, it means a lot when your scheduled timing to teach was 8 a.m. and like you had like 30-ish students maybe on your like slot, and like 20 of them showed up at 8 a.m.
Wow.
So I take that as accomplishment.
That is
Yeah.
an accomplishment.
So-
8 a.m.s are rough.
For sure. Yeah.
Because
That's
like they also had
success.
another TA. No hate to that person, but like I'd come to their class and like there's like only like 2 or 3 people. And I'm like, yikes.
That says a lot about like your teaching style, and
And
then
your
how much
passion as
people.
well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was able like
I'll tell you right now, there's very few people I would ever wake up at 8 a.m. for. And
Yeah.
the fact that you're one of them for those students is a huge accomplishment.
thank you for the students who came up every single time, but I'll count that as accomplishments as well.
Yeah.
Getting to this university and
Oh, for sure. That is an
basically
accomplishment.
being able to be a student here and was like, yes, you could be here versus you were not allowed to be here. I count that as an accomplishment, even though I hate studying, but here I am.
It is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like applying for the MDM program was a process.
But I guess before that, also graduating in my undergrad on time.
Exactly. High
Getting
five.
your
We did that
bachelor's.
last
did
year.
that.
Question
You
mark?
did.
I think so.
I did it last
Wait,
year.
I
Did
want
you
a
do
high
it last
five
year?
too.
You did it. We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Out of
did
our
it.
life.
Exactly. All
Yeah.
done.
So I count that as an accomplishment as well. I also recently got a job here at Career Boost.
Okay, sorry.
I was like, oh my god,
Yes,
I literally
that's
started this Monday,
amazing.
so like I'm
my
happy that I managed to
Flex.
land a goddamn job.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Another high five. Yes, you earned it.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I count that as an accomplishment so far.
It's an accomplishment.
Exactly. See what happens when you
Literally,
talk about.
she was like, "Oh yeah, I don't really have any accomplishments." Proceeds to list like fire. What job did you get, by the way? Like,
it's like this digital media and communications position.
Oh my god, I applied for that.
I applied for that too.
I'm so sorry. Did you guys get interviews? No. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Don't be
no harsh
sorry.
feelings here. If it was meant to be like for somebody else, it's meant for you, right?
Yeah. Also, I'm not like knowing that you got that job. I'm not even hurt because I'm like,
Yeah.
I would give it to you too.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd be like
so
bowing
sorry.
down.
At least it goes. It went to
Don't
someone
apologize.
who deserved it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Sorry. Like,
I'm so sorry.
No, there's nothing to apologize for.
Apparently,
You deserve
like,
it.
Apparently, like a lot of people apply, like around 10 people applied, only 3 people got interviews. And,
Wow,
like,
okay.
I'm
There's,
like,
like,
damn.
that's how you know I gotta work on a lot of stuff,
Dang.
right?
But like then again, like I feel like that position, like I had everything checkmarked. So like maybe that's why.
Hey, we're not doubting like your qualifications.
I know, but
So
it's
I'm
like-
super happy for you.
I doubt my own qualifications. That's why I'm like, oh shit.
We are
I got
our
the job.
worst critics. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but however, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we
I'm
need
so
to
proud of you.
celebrate. Woo!
Money in the bank.
Hopefully.
Yeah, man.
Yes, hopefully.
You
hopefully
in
enough.
your bag,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Okay. What is one dream you had as a child and still hold on to?
Oh, I love this question.
I feel like that's the thing with me. I never had dreams or aspirations, but like I remember
Interesting.
in kindergarten, I remember having the most amazing teacher
Oh.
where I'd be like, I want to be like you as a teacher. And I guess here now today,
That
I
is
kind of
so
want to be
cute.
like a professor, teach like art, whatever. And because like it's really fulfilling. It's like a full circle kind of type thing. But like,
That is a full circle moment. That's
Yeah.
so wholesome.
I
Oh my
don't
gosh.
really have any dreams or aspirations.
No, but that counts
That-
though.
yeah,
That's
technically
someone inspired
does.
you to, you know,
Yes.
what traits you want to like give to everyone else, and that's
Yeah.
really sweet.
I wanted to follow up with that question with another one. What is a moment that you truly felt seen or understood, whether it's in like the workspace or school or in real life?
I would say, as a brown Muslim girly, I feel like it's really hard to be in a creative field.
Yeah.
Because as a brown girly, they're like come on, you're supposed to be engineer or something, or like architect, because like, come on, if you want to be creative, do an architecture degree or whatever,
or be a doctor, or be a lawyer, or
at least my family knew I wasn't gonna be smart enough.
No, don't say that.
Especially in high school, at least, like my grades were horrible. Like I'd be like a 60, 70 students. I would getting by like just barely. So like
it's hard. I feel like people don't talk about it, but the way high school curriculum is structured is very fast.
It's hard. Like especially if you're not like a person like. Here's another thing. I was recently diagnosed with ADHD, and that did not help. Knowing, like, I guess, like, I wasn't thriving in the like field that I was in,
late
or like in the high school.
Diagnosis really brings it full circle.
Yeah,
that's why you're like, oh, that's why I was struggling.
Yeah. So with that, on top of that, like, I knew I wasn't gonna do any like engineer. Like, I could have done engineering. I was good at math, but like, I knew I wouldn't like it. Like, I remember having to be in grade 12 and like having multiple mental breakdowns where I was sobbing, where they're like, yeah, so when are you going to submit this form? I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. But I remember my teacher, who was my math teacher there, were like, I would show him my art and he would be so supportive and sweet about it. He's like, you should definitely do something in art or else your talented is a waste. And I took that into heart, and I was going to apply. I applied here for like RTA School of New Media or whatever. And I like had a portfolio made. It wasn't great because I didn't know what a portfolio really meant. But I applied. And then I also applied for like game dev in Ontario Tech, but I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do game dev. I don't really have anything. I'm not a gamer. I didn't have anything to do with that.
You kind of like, just like was like, you know what, whatever.
Yeah. And then I also applied to like some random engineering stuff just as a backup. But like the first thing that came through was game dev. And I'm like, I looked at like the program map, and it's just like, there's like programming, there's like business courses, there was like art courses, and like there's a little bit of everything that I would like, you know what, let's do this one. Which is why I kind of like went for that. I don't remember the original question, but like, but yeah.
No, it's like, and like, was the moment with your art teacher that moment where you really felt understood?
Yes. Because like I feel like
it changed
students
the trajectory?
or like your friends won't really care because they have their own path that to do with. My parents are like asking for something else, and like I didn't know what exactly I wanted either. So like, and my parents were just like, I like at one point they're like giving up. They're like, I don't care where you go, you going to a university, not a college, because it's another round thing. But like,
it is.
Yeah. So, and then I kind of just chose game dev as like through like the support of my teacher. I was like, hey, I sent him like a few emails years back, and it was like, here, this is a few things that I've done, and he was like still very supportive and like,
that is
really cute.
Yeah,
I love full circle moments like that. It makes you feel like I went down the right path, like I fulfilled myself.
100%. And like also going back to what you were also saying, like I think teachers really being passionate about what they do can shape the lives of students, and I feel like your teacher definitely did that, and that's why you're here today. It was like literally that one moment change the trajectory of like your entire life.
Yeah.
I love that for you though.
Thank you.
I also will say that like in high school, I feel like there's too much importance placed on what counts as smartness. And in high school, you kind of like, or at least the system kind of says that if you're good at math and science, that makes you smart. And if you're good at arts, then you're not really intelligent. And I feel like that's a terrible way to look at things, because there's different types of intelligences. There's different types of smartness. And just because you're creative and that's what you succeed in, or that's what like where you excel, it doesn't mean that you're any less valuable or worthy. Like, you know, like everyone has different, an engineer might not be able to like draw a beautiful portrait, right? But that doesn't disqualify like the engineer's ability or work, and it doesn't like disqualify the artist's work. And I feel like that divide is really prominent in high school, which is one of my gripes with the educational system.
The traditional thinking and like the defunding of like creative spaces is definitely going to be the downfall of many students who thrive in those spaces. And also having versatility allows for different jobs and fields to exist. If we were all to be forced into one or two fields, what would it be? Oversaturated.
Exactly.
And you know, there's a need for creativity, and we are evolving. And I feel like it's slowly starting to shift towards like having more diverse creative roles.
Yeah.
But of course, like doctors, engineers, lawyers, business people are just as important to society as artists, designers, teachers, and other fields. And I feel like that old way of thinking needs to go because the job market is bad everywhere. So like we might
everywhere you can
like
get a job.
yeah, exactly.
No matter
So
what role you have.
you might as well start doing things that you're passionate about, right?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. And I also feel like schools can really like kill creativity, especially when you're a child. Like children start off being really curious and really artistic and really
I
like
hate the school
out
education
of
system.
you know how people are like, oh, think out of the box, think out of the box. That kind of thinking comes naturally to children. And then you see now as adults, we've lost that ability. Somewhere along the line in school, we were just told to think a certain way, to work a certain
be
way.
realistic.
And I think that reduces
go with
the
what
capacity.
already works.
Yeah, I think that reduces the capacity of being able to be imaginative and like creative.
It
And
affects your critical thinking skills too.
yeah, and yeah, so much. I could go on, but we're here to talk about you today. But school system another day, I'll come for them.
We're school haters. Woo.
No, we're not haters.
we say that while in a master's program.
Yeah, no, we're not haters. We want reformation. We want
That's a good way of saying
change
it.
that will help the new generation, especially after the pandemic, right?
For sure.
Exactly.
But I think that this question,
Think out of the box.
right?
Yeah.
But this question that you're gonna ask, I think, is gonna really like
tie into what we're talking about.
What we're talking about,
Okay.
and also like get the gears in your brain going.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna be another
you were-
pause.
You were talking about how like you weren't the best student in high school. That's
Right.
of course subjective.
Yeah.
But is there a failure? Sorry. either my brain actually
No,
glitched
it's
there.
okay.
But
It's a bit of a tongue twister.
yeah. But is there, I guess, a failure either in high school or throughout your life that you're actually grateful for? And what, I guess, does failure mean to you as an individual?
And how do you deal with it?
What was the first part? Sorry.
Is there a failure that you're grateful for?
A failure that I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I failed per se, but do I have to point out a failure?
No, you don't have to. Well, like, what do you feel?
What do you define as failure?
Yeah.
Good question. I feel like failure is not being able to meet like the end goal. So
Okay.
like being in high school or like whatever, the end goal is like to move on from one grade to another. Like even if like you missed it, like you failed a course, whatever, and you eventually moved on to the next grade, that's fine. You still made the goal. So like me able to graduate high school, like that was the goal met.
Yeah.
Like maybe there was tumbled, maybe like I like completely failed a quiz here and there. That doesn't mean I completely failed in the overall
grand
picture.
scheme. Yeah.
So, yeah. Sorry, my brain's dying.
No, that's okay.
How do you deal with it?
Yeah.
How would I deal with the potential failure?
Or like, what's a failure that you can think of that you're grateful for? Like, I'm glad that I did this because it led me in this direction, or it taught me this,
And
or
the emotions you felt.
Yeah. Take your time.
It's a deep question. Deep dive, no edits, right?
Like, I feel like it's funny because like we always think about the bad, but like I don't know if I would consider anything that I've done a failure.
That's a good
Slay.
way of thinking
Like,
things.
yeah.
Right?
I
Like
think.
there's probably negative things like, oh, like I look back like, oh, that's stupid, why would I ever do that? But like I wouldn't like say it was completely a dud
Yeah.
per se. Like I don't think I associate my brain with failure.
Do you then maybe associate it like as like if you're not meeting like a trajectory or a point, you're just being redirected to something else?
No. Maybe
That's fair.
like if there's something I can't do, then I don't know. Like obviously there's like ways to like work around it where like maybe if I need help I ask for help.
Yeah.
Or like trajectorize, maybe kind of, I guess so. Like that's like there's a problem, fix it 101. So I don't know.
It's okay to not know. It's a very complex question, and like you define failure differently, right?
Yeah.
This question might like work better for someone who may have a more clear of what they define as failure, but what you define as failure might be more abstract. So, and you said you don't really see decisions that you make as failures, you just see them as something different, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay to not have a clear answer.
Yeah, because my brain is like, if I'm doing something, I have like, even like talking, like I have a bunch of things, like these are all the possibilities. So like no matter which one it goes, eventually.
I think that's the way you deal with it though. It's like, okay, yeah, if there's not one possibility, there's always another.
Yeah.
So I feel like is how you might define it then.
I guess so.
Yeah. That does make sense though. Like I feel like that's, again, very positive.
Thank you.
I think that says a lot about you as a person because you don't see failure as like the end all be all, which is where we're all trying to get to.
Not crash out 20 times a day.
Yeah. And also just not be like,
out,
I failed and like
go back
and take it really hard on yourself. So I think that that's a really admirable trait to have.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So moving on to our last segment, Alt Before You Go.
Do you have a joke or a piece of advice that you'd like to share with anyone? And I put purposely opposite ends of the spectrum, so you can either choose to go the wise way or the comedic way.
A joke or what?
Or a piece of advice.
A piece of advice.
Other than YOLO, because you said that already.
For once, because like
I don't have a joke. I don't have like. If you like the minute you say, "Do you have a joke?" It's like, yeah, I have a knock knock joke, and that's not funny.
I mean, say the knock knock joke.
I don't have a knock knock joke.
Okay.
But I would say the advice. I don't have advice on the back of my pocket either. But I feel like trust in yourself and your gut a lot more than you realize. I feel like if you like, it's like apparently there was like somebody who said something where like if you flip a coin and then you wait for it in the air and you really in your brain you exactly know which one you want, like heads or tails, like you know which one the minute it's in there, and then you kind of want like that thing to happen. So if you're deciding between two, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like,
are you trying to say like manifest your?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's where it was going.
I'm horrible with words.
No, it's fine. So basically, you're saying like manifest your outcome.
Yeah.
Fair.
You got this.
You got this.
We got this.
We got this.
With the flip of a coin.
I'm still trying to analyze how. I'm a little slow today, but continue.
It's all good. So next question. If your creativity had a voice, what would it say to you on a hard day?
If my creativity had a voice.
I was going to say, would you have multiple voices because you're creative in multiple fields, or like...
My brain's constantly yapping, so...
like, is there one that has like a British accent by any chance?
Kind of, maybe a little bit.
That would be really funny.
Right?
There are times like I'm in in my bed trying to sleep, and it's like, absolutely not. How could you?
No, honestly, I feel like that too.
What are you doing? Shut up, please leave.
No, like would you name them? Because like it's like Robert or like Rupert.
No.
Phil.
It's just like my brain creates scenarios. So like I don't have names per se. It's just like maybe I had
personas.
Yeah, it's just like
so funny.
Maybe I had like this conversation and be like, I replay it in the middle of the like tonight. I'm gonna replay this entire conversation and be like, why would you say that? It's so stupid. Why did you move that way? That's so stupid. Why would you do this? Oh.
No, but that's fair. But like, what would it like? Okay, so like, if you were to have like a voice or voices, the voices. Sorry, I just wanted to take that moment. What would it say to you on a hard day?
I feel like there's two sides of the coin where it's like there's one voice that's gonna be like, lock in, you're being lazy, you should shut the hell up, like you just do it, versus it's like the other one is like, life is ending, nothing matters, stop it.
Oh, both quite harsh.
A little harsh, but it's
Dare
like,
I say.
not in the dark deep way. It's just like
In a comedic sense?
in the comedic sense.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Some contrast there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in like technically if you do this or not, the world like it's not nothing bad's gonna happen type idea.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Speaking of being
they're
harsh.
pushers.
Sorry, that's a little dark. I'm sorry.
No.
They're just pushers.
That's yeah. Okay, so speaking of being harsh, if your inner critic had a theme song, what would it be?
I would love to hear this.
Here's the thing. I don't really know many theme songs to even say which
No, it doesn't have to be a theme song. Like it's like a regular song that it would be the theme of this.
It could even be like a
inner critic,
it's like an orchestra symphony, or like I don't know if that's like the
I don't
right
even know
term.
words to describe.
Like I'm trying to think of what mine would be. Mine would probably be like.
Do you watch anime?
Yes.
So any anime music or theme songs from like characters or like OSTs
What
can
was the
count.
thing? Which one? What am I describing?
Inner
If
critic
your
theme
inner
song.
critic had a
Inner
theme song,
critic.
it could even be like a song from like I don't know Taylor Swift or like Imagine
I don't know any
Dragons
Taylor
or
Swift songs.
no whatever you're listening to, whatever you listen to.
Maybe,
I just mean like it could also be a pop song, like anything. Just what would your inner critic be? You know, I'm trying to also think of what mine would be.
Me too, because
Probably a Billie Eilish song or like a Mitski song.
inner critic.
I can see that.
Yeah, just like trying to figure out what song would.
See, my brain.
Billie Eilish's new album was fire.
I know
It really put me in
was
my
really
feels.
good. Really good.
Musical genius.
Love Billie.
Like one of the best in our generation,
Yeah.
I feel, at this time. Right?
I feel
Hannah
like-
agrees with me.
I feel like for me, I don't
Love
listen
Billie.
to the lyrics because my brain.
Me
There's
too.
two type of people. There's the people who actually hear the lyrics and actually
Yeah.
knows what people are saying versus the beeps and the boops. I'm the beeps and the boops.
Me
person.
too. Oh my god, I feel so seen right now.
So-
No, okay, but do you have any beeps and boops for your, for your inner critic?
I would say it's in between like metal-ish, pop-ish, like that area.
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
that kind of.
Do you have like any bands, for example?
I don't know. Like for me, if I'm listening,
If
to
it
music,
sounds good, then it's just, you know what you vibe with.
I don't know any songs who, where, what, when.
Same.
So I kind of just let my Spotify. I press play. And it's like a random thing. It goes off track and it's going on forever. That's how my. I just leave. Spotify takes the wheel. Okay, I don't know what I'm listening.
At
to.
least I know that you and I probably would suck at karaoke.
Oh, 100%.
Like unless like the stuff's on the screen,
gotta
like
sing.
I'm doomed. No, but so you would say between pop and metal. So like an electric guitar, like intro.
Yeah.
Imagine like we just like start playing that, and she just like walks in the entrance, being like,
It's giving like lock-in type music.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to
in
explain
anime,
it.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Like, they just start playing stuff, and the character locks in. And it's like, no. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I think that would be my inner critic.
That's
I don't know
fair.
how else to explain. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
No, I get it.
No, it's a good take.
Thank you.
For your
I think
inner
I'm
critic.
able to imagine what you mean, which is
Yeah.
you're good at that. Like I think I gave you a word jumble of what I was trying to get you to do, and then you just put it all out there, and I was like, yes,
You conveyed
That's
it.
what I want.
Good
So,
job.
now you said the same thing, and then we imagined what it is. So
Exactly. So final question. What would your ultimate side quest be outside of school and work?
I kind of want to go traveling, but I don't know if that's possible.
where
yet.
to?
It will be possible.
Mm,
Where would you go?
like probably like obviously as a Muslim girly, I want to go to like Mecca, Medina, whatever, like
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Inshallah,
But,
you
like,
will.
Inshallah. And then like other places would be like Japan, China, South Korea, and like
You have
also, like,
taste.
Malaysia and like all those areas.
Yeah.
Love Europe, but like come on, it's like another white person country. Like I've been here, been there. Look, I know there's hot people apparently. According to my friends. So, but like, I got a husband. I don't need that. Already got a European man.
I really recommend going to Switzerland because it's
That would be one of the places I would go on, like-
definitely recommend going there if you do
Yeah.
go to Europe. But like,
That would be one of the places.
yeah,
if-
Japan and
But
Malaysia.
I'm a
sound
Paris
amazing.
hater because I feel like
I've been to Paris. That's a story for another day. But no, like I think traveling is an amazing side quest.
Yeah.
Like, you know, exploring. There's just so much to the world. You
Yeah.
know? We can't always just be confined in Toronto, Ontario,
Exactly.
Canada.
I agree.
Like there's so much to see out there, and I think it's an amazing side quest. And I definitely think that maybe after graduation you should plan a trip.
once I get
Or
the
maybe
money,
after getting a job.
getting the job, the money, the everything.
I mean, you have a job right now, so maybe save up for a little trip. Maybe.
tuition.
On that note,
Never mind. I forgot where we were.
on that note, thank you so much for joining us. You are
Thank
an
you for
incredibly
having me.
talented person, and we are so glad that we got to share your personality and your
Thank
skill
you.
set with the
Thank
world.
you so much.
So we
Thank
really
you for
appreciate
having me.
having you. Of course.
Yeah, honestly, it was so fun to have you here.
It was a
And,
great yap session.
Yeah, no, it was a really fun yap session. We really just like went off on the topics. And I love your brutal honesty.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's really refreshing and we
admirable.
needed that.
I'm glad.
Yeah. like really.
I'm very comfortable with you guys, as you can tell.
Oh,
I'm so
that
glad.
really means so much. And literally, like, you were so nervous at first, and I'm just like,
It's
why
the
are
beginning.
you,
It's always
right?
nervous.
Yeah.
No, but you did amazing, and
you.
it's going to be a great episode. But to our audience, thank you for your time and support, and thank you for listening, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye.